I always want to ask, but I'm afraid like a pimp's around the corner or something. Like truthfully, how many is this today? Like, are you trying to get call 4, 5, 6? Like, I just want to know. Like, I'm intrigued.
Can you
Um,
please get into a fight with a pimp out in Las Vegas? This and do it on camera. This would be awesome. I want to watch it live from Barggianos.
live,
Matt
live,
getting
yeah,
in the fight with Tito the
yeah,
pimp.
getting whooped by the cane.
And welcome to the Barggianos Podcast. My name is Chuck. I am your hostess with the leastest. And with me, not here, but as always,
Matt.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, nothing. Just, by the time everybody gets to see this, it'll be after Super Bowl, but it's Super Bowl Sunday in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Hanging out at the Planet Hollywood.
Got a lot going on behind you. Looks like the Bat Cave or something going on.
Right here is the sports book. Okay, that's where everybody's placing their wonderful wagers on Seattle Seahawks or New England Patriots or whatever prop bets, I was going to go dabble in there in a little while and see what everybody's on and, just kind of see what's going on in there.
Okay, right on. Well, how about before we do that, we do something else?
I'm thirsty, buddy.
I got some for you. Time for a drink. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what's amazing, Chuck? You know how we got them conscious people who look at our watches to see what time we record?
Yes.
Let's stand up for a second. Look, I just want to show you. It's about the same time that we always record.
Go lower. I can't see. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, AM, PM, like, what's it matter? Like,
we party all night long. That's what we do.
Yeah. So, just out here having a good time. I'm actually out here until Friday, so it's a pretty long trip for me. By time this releases, if anybody's out in Vegas, hit me up, meet up. Like to see what's going on with our listeners. But Chucky B, we've been talking about getting you and your wife out here for a long time. We gotta. Someone's arguing. Oh, it was a bunch of FU bombs going on, and they weren't joking around.
You think maybe they're fans trying to get a better view at you right now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, all spiced up.
We've definitely been talking, trying to get out there. Our problem is the just like work schedules and that kind of stuff. Nothing ever aligns correctly. And and again, Vegas is so expensive now. It isn't like back in the day where you're sitting there and you're getting your rooms cheap and your your dollar buffets and all your drinks come to you. Just not like that no more.
It's absolutely crazy. So I've been, we've talked about this a few times, but I come out here every March Madness. I think this is year 16 minus 1 year for COVID, when they shut down. Back when it first started coming, I used to always stay off the strip at the Rio. We didn't like all the hustle and bustle. We could grab an Uber, real close. And things were pretty cheap. You can find cheap meals. But lately, I think Vegas is becoming more of it's always been a tourist town, but what's the right word? Like less for the gamblers and more for the shows and the food. And there's so many shows out here, concerts, and now there's sports teams out here, and there's going to be a baseball team out here. So you got the, okay, yeah, I'll drink.
Hey, mistakes happen. What can I say?
Yeah. So, you had the Vegas Knights, then Las Vegas Raiders. Now you're going to have the Athletics, whether they keep the same name or not. And people were scared at first whether, the sports teams would actually thrive. But it's actually crazy how much they thrive. I got a buddy that lives out here who is the season ticket holder for the Raiders. Probably goes to about 50% of the game. But just the market for the tourists to come in and watch their team gives them a reason to come to Vegas.
It's a very interesting concept if you think about it, because most towns, you don't get people out-of-towners to come in for fans. You get some, of course, but in Vegas, it's such a tourist town. you could maybe 50% of your crowd is just a tourist. And does that mean that there's really no true fan that's dedicated to the team? Or it's just interesting how Vegas has sports teams and they thrive.
Yeah, no, I think they got a lot of followers out here for the locals, but they also still, I think this is where they got the advantage. Most of the people who live in Vegas, I don't know the stats, but I would have to say, 50% are transplants.
Yeah.
So they have their home team that they still root for. So when they come in, and they're still, Raiders or Knights fans. So, like my good buddy, he's still a Blues fan, but he makes it a point to where when Vegas Knights plays the Blues, he goes to every one of those games. So you're kind of
Yeah.
triple dipping in the market. You got your, transplants that are now Vegas um, fans for the Vegas team, and then those same people like the team where they came from, and you have the tourists that come and watch their teams to
So you're,
come
so
see
you're,
it.
so you're, you're telling me he's a triple dipper?
I mean, Vegas is a triple dipper all the way around. Slot machine, shows, food, room. I mean, they're like a quadruple. You just got to be smart about, like me, I wasn't smart and I just look out the door. I go to the bar and I buy a beer, Corona. How much do you think this Corona cost me at the bar?
Oh God, I'm gonna go for $7.50. $12.
13 and a quarter.
Oh, hey Matt, you know how much this beer costs at Barggianos?
Yeah. I mean, you probably bought a 20 pack for the same price I bought this beer for.
I think I got 20 years for $15. So there's your markup.
But I just look outside and there's an ABC store right outside that sells liquor and stuff. I mean, literally closer than the bar walk, and I didn't even know it was there. So I probably could have saved a little bit of money.
Did I ever tell you the hack that we did when we went out there for the bachelor party? And I'm sure some people are aware of this one, but for the audience out there, if you ever go to Vegas, you can drink on the street anywhere you walk around. You can open containers is totally allowed. So some of the hotels, or the one we stayed at, it was right next to a Walgreens, maybe a CVS, whatever it was called then. You can walk down to a Walgreens. It looks pretty much the same as any other Walgreens. You go buy yourself a tall boy, whatever you want to get, your liquor, and then you just walk into the casino, which is attached to the Walgreens. And then we would go back all the time. It was about convenience that we were a lot younger, but yeah, you're buying your tall boys for $4 or $5 in there for $20 if you walk out 10 feet from the door.
When my wife and I come out in March, because we stay for a week, we actually Instacart day one that we're here to have stuff delivered. We get a case of water, we get some Gatorade, we get some chips, because I'd say probably to get that stuff Instacarted to us, probably 70 to $90 with a tip. But water down in the convenience store or whatever you want to call it, the gift shop, are $7, $8 for water. I went to I'll give them a shout out, Earl's of Sandwiches. Earl's of Sandwiches, right in front of me right now. Last night, really good sandwich, which I was kind of shocked at. I mean, people will say $15 for a sub. It was roast beef and horseradish on a toasted bun, 6-inch. I think it was $12.95. But then the water cost me $3.75 for an Aquafina water.
Well, Matt, you are in the desert, so that water's harder to come by.
I went to breakfast, a cup of coffee. How much do you think a cup of coffee cost me this morning?
Well, what was it in? Was it in like a mug? Was it in the delicious, decorative
No,
vase?
just a mug of coffee, like if you were going to Denny's or IHOP.
Right.
Or
I'm hoping $3,
$4.50.
which it should have been like 50 cents.
Yeah, $4.50. Like it's absolutely crazy. And when we talk about like the now and the then, okay, so people that aren't big gamblers or don't know, like I will tell everybody, if you're not a big gambler, get your players cards. It does help you out a little bit at each casino, even if you're only going to spend $20. Get your players card. Make sure when you're paying for rooms, you get those points, etc., because you will get discounts in the future for the room. But my point being is, I used to be able to use my points that I earned by slot or table play to go into a restaurant. And if I had, 2,000 points, it was worth $20 in comp. Okay. If I had 2,000 points, it's worth half of that in a slot machine for cash. But now I went to 3 restaurants since I've been here. They're all 2-for-1 on points. So if it costs me $20 in the restaurant, they're going to take $40 worth of points now. So it's a 2-for-1. So it's absolutely crazy. Rooms are still decent, but I used to be loyal to Caesars. I still am. Probably for one more year, I'll probably shift over to the MGM brand. But the Caesars used to give me 4 free drinks a day. 4. Because they took away their Laura lounges. But they took those away this year. So I don't even get my 4 free drinks a day anymore. And it just, I could call and based on, my gambling for the week, call a host and say like, hey, can you do anything? Usually they'd be like, oh, we'll take $200 or $300 off your room charges. The last 3 years I came, they're like, nothing we can do. And I think over the last 3 years, I've probably gambled more than I have in the past 12 years, just because I'm in a different financial position, and I can't.
Yeah.
So it's just absolutely crazy. But when I'm part of these forums, or I just got into the forum, people that are MGM loyal, they talk about how MGM's still there and they give them free play when they book their rooms and all kinds of stuff. So, I think I'm going to try to flop my loyalty over there. But Vegas is just getting so expensive. Show ticket, they got it advertised like, hey, get 3 shows for $150. Like, that's a discount. $50 a show. Like,
Right.
you're advertising, go see 3 shows for $150. That's a discount. Circus Olay, I think, is like $200 or $250 a ticket.
Do you remember? I mean, I guess it's ended, or maybe in around the 2000s, but the old Vegas. I mean, it's what you've been going to Vegas for a long time. What did a show cost? What did a buffet cost? What did a drink cost?
Oh, so drinks have always been expensive, but they were like $7, $8 for a beer. And so they were about whatever you would pay at a ballpark. That's what they would cost at the bar. I barely ever bought drinks in Vegas. Um, Shows were probably $30 to $70. Food. There used to be a place in Planet Hollywood that had $5.99 breakfast. The place was jam packed. It was like $5.99 or $6.99 or $7.99, depending on if you just got like bacon, eggs, and toast, or bacon, eggs, and pancakes. That place shut down. It's gone. And that place was packed and it was big. So it tells me that the rent is too high, that's driving these places out, because that place was packed. Breakfast this morning, bacon, eggs, pancake, and coffee with a tip, $30.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Buffets. I was never a huge buffet eater, but I remember one buffet we ate at years ago with Dave, and they had crab legs, and they would like sizzle them on the flat top before they gave them to you and coat them in butter and stuff. Dave had butter like dripping down his arm, up into his armpit and stuff. I think that buffet was like $40, $50. The most popular buffet back in the day was at the Rio, and it was a seafood buffet. And that was $50. And you got like lobster tail, shrimp, crab leg, and all the normal stuff, your prime rib, and you're not touching that
Your
for
chocolate
80 to
fountains
$100.
and your
Yeah.
your custom pastas.
Yeah. My wife got on me today because I was like, hey, when we're out here in March, I found a good deal. You want to know what my good deal was? If you eat before 5:30 at this steakhouse called STK in Cosmopolitan, you can get a 4-ounce fillet and asparagus for $30.
Ooh, look at that.
she's like, Matt, is that really a good deal? And I'm like, but yeah, you're making sense, but yeah, it's a good deal out here. But how do you stop that? And I don't think you can.
Well, Matt, I just want to let you know, if you are looking for a good deal, I don't know if you're aware, but I'm very aware because it's been going past you for the last 20 minutes. You can get a slice of pin up pizza for $5.99. So it was
Yeah.
funny when you said so it was $5.99. If you look over your I guess left shoulder, you see it
So
right
so
now.
that is a huge slice of pizza, and I have not indulged in it, but I think it was 2 years ago, we stood in line for it at like 11 or 12 o'clock outside, like jam packed. Probably, I mean, this is all pre made pizza. They just like Sparrow. You remember Sparrow at the mall?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So it's just like that. It looked like the best drunken pizza ever, like just
Oh yeah,
baked
that was
with pepperoni and
uh,
cheese grease, and like the crust had a nice wood fire bottom. I'm like, man, if only I could eat cheese. Like it looked fantastic for $5. Probably a fantastic deal. But people actually buy whole pizzas in there. But yeah, it's they got a little window in the sports book, and people go in there a lot and get a piece of pizza.
that's smart.
So
Well, Matt, you were talking about different entertainment going on in Las Vegas. So one thing I looked up was I was kind of curious all the different residencies that they have in Las Vegas. So I looked up a list of the 2026 list of residency. Would you be interested in seeing any of these?
that's getting huge. I know some of them. I think Blake Shelton's one, right?
You got I'm gonna kind of go through them a little bit fast here. So
Okay.
these are a list of the 2026 upcoming Las Vegas residencies. You got January they had the Wizard of Oz at the Spear. Uh,
That's still
January
going on right now.
that's still going on. I heard that one's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I heard that's like real, like almost like 8D interactive, wind, leaves flying at you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then
They say it's crazy. Some people I'm meeting up with out here this week have plans to go see it. So I'm interested to see their feedback
yeah, I would be.
or hear
That's one
their
thing
feedback.
I'm a tech guy, so I'd love to check that out.
Yeah.
You got I know your favorite. You got the Backstreet Boys coming in hot. They were in
Yeah.
January. Looks like these were January. These might I don't know if these are here no more, but you had Jennifer Lopez.
But
Yeah,
so Backstreet Boys is still here. I just saw someone on Facebook saying they were coming out here. They're out here now. And I saw some Backstreet Boys shirts last night.
okay. Did you wear yours or did you buy one at the?
Backwards. Backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan. I like Howie.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, the Zach Brown band. You said Blake Shelton. He's at the Coliseum. He's there. Zayn Malik, Park MGM. Santana. You got the Eagles at the Spear. I think these were all in January. So now we're into February. It does say the Backstreet Boys into the Millenniums there. Mark Anthony. Are you big? I'm not a big Mark Anthony fan myself.
Me neither.
I know this is another big one of your favorites, a little NKOTB, New Kids on the Block for Matt.
Oh, they got residency out here now?
That's February 14th to the 28th. That's called New Kids on the Block, The Right Stuff. And I know they've got the right stuff for you, Matt.
They will bring a crowd for sure.
They're still doing it. So and the Eagles, yep, Eagles are still there at the Spear, I guess. And then in March, you got El Neum. I don't know what that is, by Odyssey, and then Jennifer Lopez is still just hanging out. J Lo loves Vegas, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of famous people out here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The residency has really turned into a I don't want to say like a money grab, but like a money maker. They can they could be consistency in the same town. People come to see them, and people seem to enjoy it.
Right. And that's my point earlier. Like it's now becoming more of a tourist town for shows because you don't have to travel to go to your. I mean, I know your wife's a big DMB fan, and she likes to go travel to watch DMB. Like if DMB had a residency in Vegas, like she would probably come here.
It's Dave Matthews Band for the audience who's not familiar with DMB.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to abbreviate here.
You sound fancy. I like it.
I know. With my $15 Corona.
That's all right. I got my watered down beer. I was going to.
I charged it to the Barggianos account, by the way. So
I told you that petty cash is done, buddy. You got much left in there. Be careful with that. But no, I was going to say another big one. I'm a big fan of Kenny Chesney. I'd love to go see him at the Spear. People were that was kind of a little controversy. They're saying big fans love, very cool show, very neat. But he's another one that travels around all these different places. People love to party before the show and tailgate. and now they're saying they can't do that, so they're a little bit bummed. And he liked it so much, he's coming back this year again for a second year.
Okay,
So
that's great.
I guess he's doing something successful. And then
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done. I've only seen a few shows out here, which is absolutely crazy. Because my wife likes shows, I fall asleep, similar to movies. But probably a concert. I dig a concert.
yeah, I never tell the story. I almost seen I may have discussed this on the last one, but I almost seen the Backstreet Boys. I was out there by myself walking around, and I was walking. I had nothing to do for like a couple hours, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go see a show. And then all there was the Backstreet Boys, and the ticket prices were like way off my budget because it was like the last day. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to see the Backstreet Boys. I'm not seeing AJ today, but they do have they do. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they also have Cyndi Lauper coming in May, and no doubt's gonna be at the Sphere in May. That's gonna be a big one, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then oh man, here I'm gonna lean in. I might go off camera for a minute. I don't know if you can still see me or not.
Oh, you're good.
And this is gonna be really bad for me, but talking about bands. Rest in peace, Brad Arnold, 3 Doors Down.
Yeah, I just seen that.
So he had passed away yesterday, I think.
I believe he was only 40.
Yeah, young guy.
I think he was born in 78.
So 48-ish. So I was talking to my wife this morning. I was, up and rolling at 6 a.m. Vegas time. That's when I guess it was about 6:30 when I got out of the elevator. And this town is filled with wonderful working women. And the working women were still on the prowl. Right outside the hotel elevators, there was 2 of them sitting at slot machines. Pretty empty around here at 6:30 in the morning. Everybody's in bed. And they were still, I guess, trying to get some extra business, like that one on top. So like everybody that came out of the elevator, that was a guy or guys by themselves, with no women. It was they were trying to be very engaging with, hi, how are you? What are you doing? So they wanted some late night for them, early morning for men, little rendezvous, and it was crazy. The one girl asked me, hey, where are you going? I just ignored her and kept walking. And then I always get intrigued by that. So I sat by a slot machine pretty close. I mean, men walking down that were 60 and 50 and 70, like they were engaging with them all. Trying to pick up the last guy of the night, I guess, before they went home and went to bed. So it gets pretty interesting out here.
Now, is it like, would you think it'd be considered the same as like a gas station donut? Like, it's kind of the leftovers from the night before. Did you get a little bit of a discount? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's probably like a melted glazed donut at that point.
The pastry is a little bit more harder and crustier.
Yeah.
A lot of people had put their hands into the case already and moved them around.
Yeah.
Something to think about, Matt.
I always want to ask, but I'm afraid like a pimp's around the corner or something. Like truthfully, how many is this today? Like, are you trying to get call 4, 5, 6? I just want to know. Like, I'm intrigued.
Can you please get into a fight with a pimp out in Las Vegas? And do it on camera. This would be awesome. I want to watch it live from Barggianos. Matt getting in the fight with Tito the pimp.
Get whooped by the cane. But
he slaps the light beer out your hand. Listen.
Listen, I paid $13.25 for this. Like, what are you doing?
You're sipping it off the ground.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued on how what booty call this is for the night. I don't know. It's crazy. But kudos to them out working hard, making that money, supporting their kids, putting them through college. I guess I don't know.
Making kids, supporting the kids.
Yeah,
it's all the good things.
it's crazy because I've been to Vegas so many times. I can spot them from a mile away.
Yeah, because you've been to Vegas. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's got their gifts, Matt.
That's
This is
my
yours.
excuse. Why do you think I come to Vegas so much?
Aren't you by yourself too?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, a little suspicious. But hey, my wife is pretty. Hey, hey, oh,
You got a
you
guy
still
behind
let
you,
it
an
in.
older gentleman walking by. It looked like he's looking for the ladies. You just missed it.
He's
He's not.
looking for it. Oh, he's looking for a slot machine. He
He's
found
like,
it.
he's like, he's like, have you seen Sugar?
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
speaking of slot machines, Matt, didn't you say you were going to do something special for the audience today?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go. I got $50 in my pocket, and I'm gonna go find a slot machine. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't flip around for whatever reason, so we're gonna have to try to do this somehow, some way. But I don't think technically we're allowed to record. I don't know. Like nobody yelled at me. So you want me to go walk around and find a slot machine? We're gonna play fifty
Yeah,
dollars. We're gonna
why don't you
play.
go for a little walk first, and I'll pick it out for you if it's cool.
Well, it's hard because I can't flip the camera. So
Oh, I got you. All right. Well,
yeah.
I'll trust in you, buddy.
So you can't even like pick anything out for me. Let me make sure I grabbed everything. Yeah, wallet, keys. You know, uh,
Your business cards from
I'm gonna
Candy.
try. Yeah, candy. I got the pimp cards. You know.
Oh,
Um,
are there any movie related slot machines out there? I know you love movies.
I haven't seen any. I mean, as much as I don't watch movies, I don't know if this view is okay or not. Uh, walking back to the YOLOs,
YOLO.
YOLOs. I'm trying to hold it away. No, there's a lot of they're all themed machines now. Buffalo's real big, right? Uh,
Yeah. Well, I have faith in you. Just pick one and pick the luckiest one you see there.
the luckiest one I see. Yeah, trying
Mhm.
to get a little away from a crowd too.
So right
Uh,
now for the audience, Matt's looking for professional women because he doesn't know
yeah,
anything about it. So
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
likes to hang out by those elevators.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna try this, Chuckies.
All right. What do we
Uh,
got here? So you got to remember, not everybody's watching this. You got listeners too. So what is the name of this
yeah.
machine?
I know they're gonna yell at me if I have it like this. Can you see this?
We can see it enough. Yeah, I see a mummy.
Oh, they're gonna yell at me if they see this up. Yeah, this you can see it.
Yeah, we can see it good enough. Yeah. One cent,
We're,
two
we're gonna
cent.
do this. We're gonna do this real fast.
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn it towards me. We're gonna play $5 to spin
Ooh, high
and
roller Matt's going.
see what happens. If we hit a bonus and security comes by, if we got to cut this short, I'm sorry.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right. Hey, delete that.
if you hit a bonus, I think all those professional women may be running towards you.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so here we go. You let me know when the view's good. So,
All right.
the view good?
Yeah, that'll work.
Can you see?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Oh, I can only play $4 to spin.
Okay. No whammies here.
Uh,
Yeah, let us know when you're hitting the button, Matt.
I'm hitting the button. Can you see it spinning?
Yep. I'm thinking of the listeners
All
here.
right. All right. We need to get these more monies to pop. Like, oh, it grew a little bit.
Oh.
So right now I'm hitting the button, little $4 a spin. Just a little fun for the action. We might win, we might lose. We'll probably lose, but we want to pop some symbols like these symbols. Like we really want like a mummy right there is really what you want. But we're
Ooh,
down to 1875 out of 50. So not going so good.
it's been 38 seconds.
Yeah, it's been 38 seconds. That's why I said it's going to be quick and dirty. We're down to like our last two spins here, Chuck. So
Oh
if we don't
boy.
hit anything, took this out of the Barggianos budget too. The petty cash. Oh, it grew, but it didn't pop. Oh, we got to go down to 350 or 240. There we go. Down to 80 cents, and we are officially broke.
Holy crap! That was $50.
Goes fast.
Whoa,
Goes
Matt,
fast.
that was like 2 beers you could have bought.
I know, right? Three.
Buddy, I'm just way too cheap for Las Vegas. I'd be playing those penny. Remember penny poker, like 100 hands.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sit there with my parents, and then I'd walk in there. They'd be there every Friday, Saturday, just playing penny pokers. Something to do.
Yeah,
God, that's $50. I'm not kidding. That was probably less than a minute and a half.
Bam, gone.
Wow. Well, you may be a loser in Vegas, but you're always a winner in my heart, buddy.
Yeah. So there's that. And we tried to hit it big to make it exciting for the audience, but there was no excitement there.
Man, maybe we should get those women back over there. That might be more exciting than that. That was only 8 seconds.
I know.
It's like a bull ride.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
So, all right, JB, what you got? What?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah, we went out. We missed you last night. We went out to a casino as well in Missouri, to Ameristar. We went out to there was a Bottlenecks Blues Bar. You've been there before, haven't you? And
yeah.
We seen the 80s band. There was a band, they dress up, and it's all 80s music. It was really good. We had a couple, I'd say 4 or 6 neighbors came out there, so we missed you. Went out there for a couple people, but yeah, it was a good time. But it was the first time I'd been there in a while, and everything's so different. Like you said, everything's expensive and different. And I noticed a couple different trends with like young people. Like, I feel like the younger crowd doesn't drink as much. I was reading about that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's barely anybody in the bar. And then I don't know, it's just weird. It was different than we were younger. It was like the building's exactly the same, but the activities were a lot different. And I don't know. I think I'm just getting old.
And usually they, back in our day, it was crazy busy, right? The bars.
Yeah.
Bars were crazy busy. But I think that has come and gone.
Yeah, I think that's, I don't know. That might be a resurgence here in 10, 15 years. It always skips a generation. Everyone's doing, I was watching something there said people are doing like gummies a lot, like marijuana gummies, because it's cheaper to do. And then also they say you don't have to pay for the hangover tomorrow and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know if that's maybe a trend since everything's kind of gone legal. People are saying, hey, I don't need that. But it's definitely interesting.
And I think, as you talk about that before we end here, that's kind of how Vegas is. We can sports bet almost anywhere. It's probably legal in 40 of the 50 states. So nobody has a reason. So they had to make reasons for people to come out here now.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it is nuts. Everything that used to be illegal is not. And did you see that? I was reading an article that, again, in Missouri, betting's legal now. That there's people are going back to their old bookies because they're sick of the taxes that they're having to pay on the. They're asking for so much. I'm not into it, so I don't know the ins and the outs.
They'd have to be betting pretty big. Have to be betting pretty big for it. I think the most aggravating is switching from state to state. It's not easy for people, like people who use the app in Missouri. When they come to Nevada, it's very difficult to change it. Sometimes they want you to do in-person ID checks, so people have money in their accounts, and are not able to use it until they go in person and verify. But I guess that's like making sure your account don't get hacked. I don't know, but if you got MFA on there and they're asking people to upload IDs, like technology is there.
Oh, crazy. Well, all right, buddy. Well, we can wrap this up. Thanks for having us out there on your trip with you in Las Vegas there. And I hope the audience, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, please hit that like and subscribe button. And you can find all episodes of the Barggianos Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/Barggianos. So you can go back and look at some oldies. We're getting up there. And but yeah, Matt, you be safe. You make good decisions. You make Chuck proud. And you win a bunch of money so we can refill that Barggianos petty cash.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Well, be safe, man. I will see you soon. All right.
Cheers. Barggianos out.